are you? I've been trying to post on Blue Sky for a minute now, at least since the theme music started, and it is not letting me at all. Oh, did it actually do it this time? Okay, that's something. Okay, great. That's fantastic. Let me get comfortable. It was a process, and I'm hoping that this game actually plays because there was a little bit of a hiccup where it wasn't appearing. But hello, how is everybody? I heard you. You said you were good. That's excellent. I'm tired. But anyways, yes. Happy Valentine's. Oh, focus, 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 focus. I'm gonna wait until it focuses. Thank you. Hello, I am Loner Film Games, and my name is Book. Rewrite that. My name is Book, and I am Loner Film Games, and we are playing Validate today, which is supposed to be a black dating simulator or visual novel. I'm a little confused. I heard criticisms that it's not actually a dating simulator, so I don't know yet. But I'm so excited to play. Got my little pink robe on. I got red hair representing Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything's going well on this screen. Uh, Let me see. Y'all can see in 1080. Yep, y'all can see in 1080 HD. Woo woo. Couldn't do that on my old laptop. Now, what more should I explain about the game? I've been keeping track with this game since 2020. Originally on Twitter. And then, you know, it came out before the thing, but I tried to play it and I wanted to play other games first. And then when I figured out other games can't work, I was like, okay, I can't play this. So I'm gonna wait until, we lavish up, get some money in, get a new laptop so we can stream properly. And here we are. Here we are with our new laptop, ready to stream, validate if it works, and hopefully it will. What are you guys gonna do for Valentine's Day? Because I know after this, I'm getting myself a nice heart-shaped pizza, paid by my mom, also known as my Valentine. I almost choked. That's why I was like, ooh. But anyways, give me 1 second to drink this water. I don't know where my face cam will be today because I haven't. There's an intro to the game. And I'm hoping that plays. It might not. I don't know what's gonna happen when I open this game because it was a little wobbly today. But anyways, let me make sure everything's posted to all the various sites. I also don't know how long this game is, and I didn't want to look anything up besides the stuff that I heard already. Okay, let me see. Live now. Great. Everything is going well. It wasn't before, but now it's going well. Okay. Let's get into it. And when you are not going to see my face cam, I know you're not going to see me. This is on purpose. It's so you guys can enjoy the intro. So let me switch over. Let me make sure my mic is on. Can y'all hear me? Yep, y'all can hear me. Oh, right. Let me listen to myself real quick. Okay. Yeah, you can hear me clearly. Let me... I'm gonna open this game. Hold on. Give me a minute. Hopefully this works. Hope you guys enjoyed that little intro because I'm about to turn it way down because that was so loud. I don't know if that was loud for y'all. Way down. Let me see. Let me bring it down to... Well, now y'all can barely hear anything. I'm gonna turn. I just turned down just a little bit. So hopefully, once we're in the game and it starts playing loud music again, it won't blow out anyone's eardrums. Now you guys get to see me. Woo! Yay! Let me. Okay. Should I do content warnings? Maybe I'll do that after we play their session so I can... Sorry to you guys for what you guys will see, but for when I edit this video, I want content warnings so it'll be fair to everyone. And then allow anyone to skip anything. Let me see. Save select. Oh, okay, we get to have 1,000 saves. That's great. Yeah, I had to turn the volume down way low because it was loud earlier. Okay. Oh my gosh. This rope has been in a corner and it's extra dusty and yeah, my lungs are not having it. Why am I trying to plug in my phone right now? Anyways. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we are getting in the game. I'm so excited to meet these black people. Some of them are black. Are most of them black? I think maybe most of them are black. And then there's one white guy. Which, you know, white people exist. We can't escape them. So, you know, it's good to have diversity higher. And let's get into it. Start. Okay, manager at Bob. Okay, manager at Popeyes, Malik Patterson. Let me see how the sound is because it is blowing me up again. Dang, I can't hear nothing. Okay, okay. Can y'all even hear the music? Yeah, y'all can. Where's that my headphones? Okay, y'all should be able to hear me. I'm sorry, I keep having to do that. We don't have, you know, staff. Anyways. Malik. Oh, it's not even Patterson. Okay, let me start over. Patterson? It has to be Patterson. Malik Patterson, manager at Popeyes. He, him. I don't know what that phone symbol is. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh! Wait. Confirm. What are we confirming? Oh, maybe we have to finish these? I don't know. I keep getting distracted. Okay. Men stay in touch with the girls they never should have cheated on and get mad when they file a restraining order. Trash ass mixtape, kill your producer. Anaya Saifi? Anaya Saifi? Anaya, food scientist, Shide, 25. Virgo? That's probably what that is. I don't know. Pakistani. Original croissant dropper. STEM blogger during the height of 2014 Bumbler. They say blocking is the best way to win an argument, but that's just cowardice talking. But they're giving me two options, so do I choose who I want to go with? Because honestly, I want to talk to Anaya. This isn't giving me enough information. I'm just gonna go to Anaya. Okay. I don't get to see what the other people are at all. Nope. Okay. Confirm. Welcome back to Naya's Noms, a cooking show that is a lot less cute than the title might suggest. Gonna move my face cam again. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. That should be cute. Let me make sure. The music should be alright sounding. Hopefully it's not too quiet for y'all. I'll repeat it again. Welcome back to Naya's Noms, a cooking show that is a lot less cute than the title might suggest. Oh. Am I about to comment? We're slaves to algorithm here, boys and girls. Today, we're gonna be making a basic-ass tomato sauce. Because some of the questions I got after last week's Penny a la Vaca were absolutely ungodly. I hope I said that right. What is this? Should I click it? Oh, that's my phone! Oh, there's nothing in it. Home button? Where's my home button? Okay. I'm gonna stop playing around. I'm just gonna do what they want me to do. We really have to work our way from square one here. But before we do anything, I want to draw your attention to this. The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. You gotta wrap this one up fast. You point a finger at the corner of your mouth with a flourish. Your hands smell like rosemary and tap water. This strange and alien marking on my face, it is like a zit. Oh, it is a zit. Correcting myself. This strange and alien marking on my face, it is a zit. It is admittedly nasty, but it's not cancerous. It's not herpes. If I see one smug mother effer in the comments calling it herpes, I swear to God. I just thought I'd draw attention to it before any of you jokers got any ideas. Moving on. People keep telling me the penne alla vaca is bland. I got some of this same stuff on my chili recipe a couple months ago, too. Listen, this is basic. Sometimes I forget that all of you are like tiny babies who need your hands held all the way through everything. Would she say it that vindictively? I don't know. That's how I'm saying it. Oh, she is. She definitely is. Don't choke on your pacifiers while I chop this garlic. You went internally. That might have been a little much. Your brand is irreverent scorn. Definitely. But you should have saved that one to run past Alex. He's your test audience of people who have never cooked a thing in their lives. You've got to bloom spices with heat, okay? That's how you bring out the flavor. That's why garlic always goes in first. It's gonna taste like garbage if you don't activate it. Cooking is 100% chemistry. I know I say that constantly, but it's true. You glance at the page views. Ugh, that's about half as many as you got for your last video. You glance at the page views. Ugh, that's about half as many as you got for your last video. You don't usually check analytics while you're live. You're not a complete amateur, but you really aren't feeling it today. Hence that low-hanging fruit herpes joke. True, you do have a nasty zit by your mouth, and true, some guy is absolutely gonna comment on it, but it would probably have been better to just cover it up with makeup. Whatever. It's over now. No point in agonizing over it. You'll burn yourself. You settle into autopilot, chopping and sauteing and talking the whole time. You can make this tomato sauce in your sleep. You've done it so many times. Throughout undergrad, you mostly lived on pasta and eggs. Not together. Well, sometimes together. You keep up a steady stream of nonsensory through the video, babbling about the weather, the pair of running shoes you busted open the other day, and that last terrible Star Wars movie. I'm sorry, I'm censoring myself so much. I feel like if I say it, I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Also, I'm now figuring out, oh, this is a visual novel. We actually are the characters. We are the struggling singles. So that's great. I'm Pakistani now. I hated the joke as soon as it came out my mouth. Anyway, let's continue. People always want to know your opinions on media, or they think they do until they actually hear them. Then they often want to return to blissful ignorance. Screw them. Your opinions are great. The public are just weak and foolish. They will never survive the winter. You succumb to another moment of weakness and glance at the chat. Pluck your eyebrows. Oh my gosh, I thought I was the one. What? What does that say? Okay, whatever. OMG, I thought I was the only one. Rude, but she needs to. The light above might as well be the sun beating down on your back. Sweat drips into your eyes. This is the hottest summer on record. Why are you cooking over an even hotter stove? Idiotic. She would be cute if she tried. L. She would be cute if she tried. L. Yeah, I felt like that was cuter. What's this? Oh, those are the views. You toss the pasta into the boiling water. It hisses and spits, burning the back of your hand. You want to hiss back, but you hide it from the camera. You finish up the pasta and the live stream, phoning in towards the end there. Who cares? Hardly anybody was watching this one. It's just been too hot to put effort into anything. You sign off with a next week ice cream, or maybe just ice. Hold the cream. I'm gonna crawl into the freaking freezer, and you can all come and find my body. Peace. You taste the sauce. Terrible. Nothing you make in your lives is ever edible. It's wild, even if you follow every step perfectly. Exactly how will you do it on your own? It never turns out right. Something about the pressure of fame sours everything. You slam dunk the whole thing in the garbage. Ka-dunk! Your phone's blowing up when you finally get back to it. You keep it on silent through recording, unless there's a specific bit you want to do. Checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply. You have a wall of Instagram notifs, a couple bitter follows, and of course Alex has notes for you. Wow, you were really on your stuff today. Alex Reza, tech bro job, an IS manager and professional best friend. I read that fast because I was nervous it was gonna just pop off the screen, but I guess we're not in that type of game. Thanks, I try. That wasn't a compliment. I know, I'm just all out of juice. I don't have a single comeback in me. Moving my face cam again. Gonna drink some water. Yeah, my voice is over after this game. It's so freaking hot in here. Turn on your AC, idiot. No, I will not. It's expensive and I am ethically opposed to it. I'm staring dead at this camera. I'm trying to move my body. Maybe I should, yeah. Should I move more here? Look at myself at the screen. I'm trying to see. Okay, I got it. Move this way. Okay. One person running their AC occasionally is not gonna make a difference in global climate change, I swear to you. It barely even works. It's just a window module. Better than nothing. You need a new one. It's not like you can't afford it. I'll consider it. You won't, though. Not a chance. And if you try to explain why, Alex will just call you an edgelord, which, okay, maybe you are. But that's beside the point. Just the idea of turning on the AC when it's not necessary just absolutely disgusts you. Just like taking an elevator when the stairs work just as well. It's why you never buy pre-shredded cheese when it's perfectly acceptable to just shred on your own. You aren't a Luddite? Obviously, technology doesn't scare you. You're an Instagram influencer. You just have some lines in the sand. I'll let you know when I'm done going through the comments. I won't be able to get it before tonight. I've got a deadline. Someone's sick, so I need to write a feature. It's fine. I can go through them myself. No flippin' way. We talked about this, and that was one of the things you are not going to do. You signed that contract. He's right. You did sign it. Fine. This art is so cute. All the art in general in this game is so cute. You type out the answer and toss the phone on the couch. You toss yourself down after it and then struggle out of your clothes as much as you can, letting your overalls hang down loose. The overhead fan needs to be turned off while you're filming, but you slap it back on. Sighing as it cools the damp patches on your neck and forehead, you raise your arms over your head so it can get your pits. You need to clean up the kitchen and yourself. You don't remember the last time you washed your hair. Initially, working from home had been such a tempting prospect, and you've been so absolutely certain that you weren't going to turn out to be one of those suckers who need a rigid capitalist structure to keep them on task. Oh my gosh, that's such a mood. And generally you don't. You're just pretty bad at showering if you aren't going to see another human. A combination of the heat, your bad mood, and unappealing prospect of washing the dishes sends you into an unsettled doze. And when you wake up, you're actually even sweatier than before. The nap was long enough for you to feel like your soul has left your body, but not enough for you to feel at all rested. You're struck with a very clear memory of a time in your childhood when you've been at home with a fever, sleeping all through the day, waking up to the non-committal gray light of either evening or very early morning. You ask your younger sister, who shared your room, if it was today or tomorrow, and she, comically stricken in a way only the very young could be, responded, "I don't know." Your phone vibrates again and you realize what woke you up. You fumble it upright and accept the call before you even really take the time to think about it. If you'd been more awake, you would have let it go to voicemail. Hi, Mom. Ayana Saifi. Scheduler. Naya, are you sleeping? Huh? It's too early to sleep. Aren't you going out? It's Friday. I wasn't sleeping. You struggle upright and grope around for your laptop to check the time, annoying that your only time-telling device is currently being utilized for your communication. Incredibly insensitive of your mom to insist on calling you like it's 2005, but she hates texting. You kind of hate it too. It's just the only way to keep in contact with anyone. How's work? I haven't watched your last few videos. I wish your audience didn't swear so much. You swear. Yes, but I don't swear at my daughter, do I? Jerks are just part of the business. And I don't go through comments anymore. I hired someone to do that for me, so I don't care what they say. You pay someone for that? A friend. He needs to work. That's nice of you. Is he in school? Why do you care? Well, he doesn't want to be a professional comment checker forever, does he? He's in the same culinary program I was in. And he's got his own parents to get on his behind. You're right. It's none of my business. Point taken. That. You squeeze your eyes shut. You're too exhausted to fight about nothing. Did you call for something specific? I was just about to take a shower. Oh, oh, gosh darn it. I'm so glad there's a rewind button. I clicked too much. Oh, I was just going through the dire situation in my closet. I haven't cleaned it out in almost a decade. Can you believe it? Your father always gets so annoyed when I move things around. Oh my gosh, this music is overwhelming me. Let me turn it down some. I was wondering if you'd like me to send you anything before I donate it to charity. My things are so nice, but I'm a little too old for them. You mean like dresses? I don't think any of them would fit me. You're skinnier than you were the last time I saw you, though, aren't you? I've been keeping an eye on a head book. This conversation needs to be over. I don't think... Just send me pictures, I'll take a look. She isn't gonna let it go. Better to just let her send you some stuff and then throw it in the back of the closet. You hang up before your mom can get going on another long-winded explanation of exactly why it's so important that you take all of her old stuff. She's got a bunch of traditional clothes that you've never seen her wear, but insists on keeping like a little piece of Pakistan wrapped up carefully and set under glass. You hope she doesn't want you to take any of it. You lay back down on the couch on the opposite end to avoid your sweat mark, staring up at the ceiling until you feel yourself start to go cross-eyed. You pick up your phone. You've got a new message. Okay, I'm going through the comments. His voice definitely changed. Oh my gosh, text faster. Wow, I know I say I'm a prisonist. Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolitionist. I know how to say that word. I'm gonna do this right. Hold on. Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolitionist, but my god, I want to send your simps to jail. Let's go out. What? I thought you wanted me to do this as fast as possible. Oh my god, speed it up. Forget that, actually. That was a decision that Past Anaya made, and Past Anaya is an idiot. President Anaya is smart and wants a beer. Well, okay. If you're driving. Oh, they're texting on Discord? Oh. Do I have a choice? I don't... I'm gonna be honest, I don't want her. She kinda reminds me of my sister, so I really hope I don't have to date her. I did not select that. Okay. Yolanda Cerise, hairstylist, she, her, 28. Oh, what did I do? I had to. Ah, that's so weird. You know, maybe that's the benefit of having these white dating simulators and odoms. You don't have to see people who look like your family. Drugs, ableist language. Alex pulls up to your door exactly on time, down to the minute. He always honks when he arrives instead of texting like a normal person. You're waiting for him by the door, but he keeps scrolling through Bitter for another 30 seconds to indicate you dislike being honked at like you're walking past a construction site in booty shorts. The sunroof is open on Alex's 2001 Toyota Camry. Cigarette smoke gilded blue in the streetlights. It got dark while you were waiting. You guess that makes it a moonroof. Yeah. Alex leans out the window, sunglasses pushed up and perched on a blurry mop of silver hair. Wearing your sunglasses at night? Alex pops the lock and you slide into the passenger seat. Forget you, the sun was setting into my eyes. That has happened to me. Because I drive. Unlike some of you guys. Where are we going? It's a surprise. I hate surprises. Oh, I know. He smacks your hand away from the radio. Driver picks the music. At first you think Alex is lost and needs somewhere to idle and pull up directions on his phone. He turns off the car, you look from the sign to Alex and back again. Are you trying to send me subliminal messages? I'm not cutting my hair. Yeah, absolutely. I brought you in for a surprise makeover at 9 on a Friday night. You joke, but you did bring me to a salon at 9 on a Friday. Is this a drug deal? Isn't we legal here? Are we getting meth? Anaya, how does one take meth? Snort it? Come on. Despite your distaste in makeover montages, you follow Alex out of the car and around the building. The back parking lot is a totally different scene. The salon looks closed, but around back there's an entrance with a wrought iron railing wrapped with fairy lights and a gaggle of people standing around talking and smoking, all of them dressed way cooler than you are. The person working the door greets Alex by name, giving you a brief glance before letting you inside. It definitely smells like a salon. Hairspray and bleach. But the back room has been turned into a little performance space, complete with makeshift stage and mood lighting. A girl is selling beers out of a cooler in a corner, and a couple guys in rody black are setting up a sound system. You sit at a small round table and Alex buys you a drink. The place isn't huge and it's filling up fast. You had no idea something like this was here. You don't go to salons, you haven't cut your hair in years. Do a bunch of shops in towns have places like this? Is there like a freaking cabaret going on in the back of Lawn Depot? You really are being weird. I know, still on the phone. What do you mean? I brought you to what is very clearly a slam poetry event and you haven't made one snide comment. Clearly you are fake Anaya, and real Anaya is lying knocked out in her apartment. You must have stolen her overalls. You are so absolutely not gonna take this from this curly-haired... I don't even know what to replace that word with. Y'all got the vibe. I don't know what I've ever done to give you the impression that I think that I'm too good for slam poetry. When have I ever said that? Don't answer that. Your whole vibe is the vibe of a person who finds slam poetry deeply cringy. Slam poetry is deeply cringe. Alex makes a gesture with his beard that says, case in point. You rub at your forehead. If you were so convinced I wouldn't enjoy it, why did you bring me? Alex shrugs. What, you thought I was gonna change my Friday night plans just for you? The little smile hovering around the mouth of his beard lets you know he's joking. Dickhead, just so you know, I'm actually way more cool and open-minded now. Oh yeah? When did this happen? Just now. I decided I'm open to new experiences. I'm doing intense, irrefutable character growth as we speak. I'm trying to see if my stomach will growl. That's relief. Like, for instance, I didn't complain when you bought me a freaking IPA. I'm drinking it, okay? I'm drinking a beer that tastes like a whole, I'm drinking a beer that tastes like a whole flower garden in the name of broadening my horizons. Yeah, you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I was thinking some kind of cultural reward. Or like a literature award, Newbery Medal for great character growth. For drinking bad beer and participating in the corniest public activity known to man. You're a couple words from the end of your manic monologue when the lights go down and conversation cuts off abruptly, leaving you speaking loudly while everyone else goes quiet. Corniest public activity known to man echoes out across the room like a fart in a bathtub. Now my stomach growls. I hope y'all didn't hear that. I hope it was silent. But I heard it through my headphones, so it probably wasn't. We go on. Suddenly, every cool person in the salon is looking at you. The jerk. The sloppy girl in the overalls and scraggly hair here to talk mess. You should probably leave now. It should probably melt down into your component parts, a liquid of carbon-based life form. Oh, there are choices in this game. I'm gonna laugh it off. Pretending it didn't happen is so awkward. Ha! If you want to, I can get up on stage and say it again. Nobody laughs. Dang. Dang. Should have stayed quiet. You are not winning friends and influencing people. Everyone's focus shifts to the woman coming on stage, and you do not blame them in the least. She's pretty. High cheekbones, big striking eyes, and quiet self-assurance radiating from every motion. She adjusts the mic stand, shakes out her braids, and leans in to speak. Hey everybody. Hope it's going good out there. The light is in my eyes so I can't really see anything, but I'm going to assume it's great. That gets a murmuring laugh from the audience. Whoever she is, she's popular. For those of you who don't know, I'm Yolanda, owner of Dispute Salon and founder of Jersey City Slam, a weekly free evening of poetry and music. If someone charged you a cover fee, sorry, but you got scammed. The crowd laughs again. Clearly, this is a running joke that you are not in on. Despite what you said to Alex, you do think it's a little terrible of him to just bring you to a place where he knows everyone and you know no one. Not that you really have that many friends offline. Whatever. All that talk about character development was just blowing smoke up his behind. But it's probably not a bad idea. You could stand to be a little more open-minded. To that end, you attempt polite focus as applause greets the end of Yolanda's intro and the studio lights darken. It's surprisingly not terrible. Definitely not something you come to by yourself and you're not sure if you come back, but the talent level here is high enough that it isn't excruciating. There's a couple singer-songwriter type acts and some decent freestyle rappers, even if the crowd gets too rowdy for you to parse every word. Some of the poetry is good, if a little dramatic for your taste. Towards the end of the set, the lights go down even further. You're on your second beer, just chilling, when Yolanda gets back up on the stage. The crowd applauds harder for her than they have for anyone else. Hey y'all, I got a new one for you tonight. Oh my god. I'm never wearing this robe again. After Valentine's Day, it's over. There's just so much dust in my nose, so much fur, so much lint. I'm over it. Hey y'all, I got a new one for you tonight. Aren't poetry people supposed to snap? Huh? You know, snap your fingers so people can hear the poetry. I don't think anybody actually does that. They do, actually. But I guess not here. Well, maybe they should. We should start it. You are welcome to snap if you want to. No, we have to snap together. If it's just one of us. Shh. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Hopefully this one hits and isn't. Her eyes flicker briefly in your direction. Corny. You're back to wanting to sink it to the floor. Oop. Oop. You heard that? Oop. Well, what are you gonna do? Alex snorts. You elbow him in the shoulder. You need to have a talk about what loving and supporting your socially maladjusted friend actually means, because it sure isn't this. But then the lights go down and Yolanda starts to speak, and it's like flipping a switch. The audience might still be making noise. You honestly have no idea. At this point, you could be hit by a 10-foot wave and you wouldn't even notice you were wet. It's not the words to the poem, though they're pretty good to your amateur ear. Dark shades moving through a bright day and leaving no shadows. That sort of imagery. And it's not the way she looks either. Although she looks good, there's something in the way she speaks. A clear intonation to her words, a cadence to her gestures. It's confident, but it's also the opposite, that indifference. She has something to say, and she's going to say, even if no one's listening. If Yolanda were performing to an empty room, she'd give the same energy, the same calm assurance that her words have value. To someone like you, ever fidgeting and vamping, trying not to look at your accounts, ignoring vicious comments from out of the corner of your eye. Aware that it's only a matter of time before someone comes along and tears all the success out of your hands and scatters it to the wind. It's humbling, to say the least. Her performance winds down, but she maintains intensity all the way through. When she finished, and the lights come up, you sit in thunderstruck silence as everyone around you applauds politely. You might manage to put your hands together a couple times. There's no way you only had 2 beers. Where's the ABV on this bottle? That was amazing. It comes out breathy and squeezed. You don't think you got any air out at all through that entire performance. Beside you, Alex is texting. Oh yeah, she's really good. Were you even watching? What? Yeah, I mean, I've seen this one before. She said it was a new one. Yeah, well, all her poems blend together. Wow. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she's doing like a theme book of poetry or something. You should ask her about it. Oh my gosh, you should. It didn't occur to you to go up and talk to her. Your everyday interaction with people is through a screen. Only way to show your appreciation is to like, comment, and subscribe. You shouldn't get pissy at Alex for not being moved by Yolanda's performance. You aren't an artist, but you're close enough to understand that everything resonates with everyone who hears. On the other hand, you don't want to be the only person who got knocked on the floor by a pretty girl singing a poem in the back of a hair salon. And oh, she's coming over here, isn't she? Hey, Alex, glad you can make it. Londa, you're fantastic. Alex's phone immediately goes in his pocket when she walks over. He might be a terrible audience member, but he's not a complete jerk. Why are you being so rude about him in your head right now? Alex is cool. He's put up with your stuff for years. Thanks. I was a little worried about that one, honestly. Didn't think it would vibe with the room. You killed it. Oh, by the way, this is Naya. I pulled her out of her cave for the night. Hey. She thought you were great. Hi, I thought you were great. Hi. Yeah, okay, I already said that. Yolanda laughs, looking between the two of you like she's trying to figure you out. That's fine, you're unfigurable outable. Hey, thanks. She smiles at you, and you wish you had something else to say. But you know literally nothing about poetry. You can't even remember if it rhymed. Before you can freak, a very tall woman walks up to your seat. Hey, Yo-Yo, I gotta go. You good? Hairstylist Zara, Yolanda's co-worker. I guess. Where's Mariah? She left. She needs to get the last bus. Oh, I thought we ran until midnight on Fridays. I got no idea. Maybe I misunderstood her. I gotta get this place put away before tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I really have to go. Anna starts fidgeting with one of her braids. For a moment you think her fingers are shaking, as if from fear or exhaustion. But her demeanor is so calm you might be mistaken. I've been working for 12 hours, Zira. I know. But my brother's about to get off work and I'm not gonna let him walk home this time of night. Right. Of course. Go. I'll figure something out. It might be the beers. You still haven't found that AAVE. But you catch a glimpse of Yolanda's mask slipping. It's nothing radical. She just looks tired. Exhausted. She looks the way you do after a day full of live streaming and tearing apart your kitchen. Before you take the time to think about it, I can help you. Huh? Now you have to commit to it. I can help you clean the place up if you want. Why? You weren't prepared for this question. You were expecting a polite refusal since you are a complete stranger and had only been half serious. It's a free country, right? I guess. My dogs are barking. Actual dogs. Let me take a break. I have to talk in a different voice because my throat hurts. I know we've been technically streaming for an hour, but I'm pretty sure 15 minutes of it we didn't. So I gotta get to 2 hours, but dang, my throat. Let me see. I'm gonna go for the 2 hours. Okay, I'm gonna go for the 2 hours. What's that thing they do in High School Musical? Okay. Let's get into it. I guess. I'm not sure what your point is. I don't have a point, really. Yolanda stares at you a couple seconds before smiling hesitantly. Sure, appreciate it. Confine me when people clear out, okay? I gotta go small talk a little bit more. She joins the people milling around the stage, showing you a brief glance over her shoulder. Hey, I can't stay late enough for you to pick up chicks with your incredible room straightening skills. Or whatever. I got work in the morning. I'll just get a Uber. What? Why are you looking at me like I got food all over my face? Well, you got something on your face, but I was ignoring it because you told me to on Instagram. You elbow him. I'm not used to you being impulsive, that's all. Whatever. It's not like I have anything else to do. It's either that or sitting at home and posting. You love sitting at home and posting. Well, it's not good for my brain. Don't worry about me. You're not my real dad. You get Alex to leave with a bit more coaxing, and as soon as he's gone, you wish he hadn't. You need a phone charger from his car. You're at 30%. You need a phone to get home tonight. Dang, you're so bad this whole going out and doing things element of life. Why bother? Put your phone on airplane mode and wait for the place to clear out. You keep waking up your screen and navigating to bitter before remembering you don't have any signal. Oh my gosh, I've done that. It's practically a nervous tick. The boomers are right. You really do be on that phone. Luckily, now that the beers are sold out, people start to leave. And then it's just you and Yolanda and the mood lighting. She's counting cash from the makeshift bar with quick practice flicks of her fingers, stacking the bills in neat piles. Then she stands over the cash box, head bowed like she's praying, or thinking, or resting her eyes. You get the sudden impulse to part her hair and get a look at the nape of her neck. An intensely creepy thought to have. She straightens up and whatever spell she casts is broken. Hey, thanks again for staying. She's back to politely energetic. She doesn't need to put on her customer service voice for you. You live stream, you know what people look like when they're performing. But you don't know her at all. What are you gonna say? Relax? No problem. Is there anything specific you want me to do? Can you stack the chairs? Not too high, 3 or 4 in a stack. Got it. Yes, I can definitely do that. You stack chairs. You only knock your elbow into one a couple of times, and you only drop one twice. Did 2 bears do this to you? You are a little old lady. You are a little old lady. You are a little old lady. After you're done with the chairs, you sweep and take out the trash. You hate doing chores, but this is way less awful than doing them in your own apartment. Maybe because you weren't the one to make the mess in the first place? Why clean up when you're just gonna get everything messy again? Clutter doesn't bother you like it seems to bother most people. It drove your mom crazy. When did you start writing poetry? So, when did you start writing poetry? Huh? She looks at you with such a strange expression that you wonder if you committed some intense poet faux pas. Sorry, I didn't mean to make like first date small talk. I was just wondering. I liked your poem a lot. Come on, Anaya. You already said that. Lana smiles again, looking slightly relieved, like she was worried you were trying to catch her in a lie. Oh, I don't even really remember. I've been scribbling stuff down since I could write, I think. I used to carry notebooks with me everywhere I went. I mean, I still do that, but I use the notes app on my phone too. Well, I've never written a poem in my life. I mean, I guess I've written a roses are red, violets are blue type of poem. But that's it. Yolanda shrugs. To be honest, anyone can write poetry. She says it like she's had this conversation before. A lot of people must tell her about their poetry. What else do you say to a poet? Oh, probably not everyone. There are so many people who barely have a personality. Yolanda laughs. One loud ha. I know that's right. Man, I don't mean to be rude or anything. Like, this is a safe space, you know. I don't want people to feel like they can't come here and be their true, authentic selves. But some people's authentic selves are boring. Lon closed the cash box and come over to hold a dustpan for you. You sweep up a cocktail of dust, bottle caps, and little bits of plastic. We used to get this one girl, pretty young, like 21 or 22. You're young! What are you talking about? Like 21 or 22, and she always show up and just do these crazy long poems about the same dude. He sounded really weird, like he had birds. Way too many birds. Wait, she talked about this guy's birds in her poem? Gosh, yeah. Literally in every piece. Maybe he cheated on her with a toucan. A toucan. Hi! My voice is very much annihilated right now, so we'll see how long I actually stay on. I'm trying to make it to the 2-hour mark. Technically 2 hours and 15 mark because I was a little late. But thank you for jumping. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get some more water. Yeah, she didn't last that long, but I think about her all the time. Whatever you are, wherever you are, bird girl, I hope you're doing good. Pour one out for bird girl. The two of you finished to clean up, and now that you bonded over making fun of some random girl's terrible poetry, Yolanda has warmed up to you. Not that you think she just super likes mocking people. It's more that complaining can always bring people together. Back in college, the single easiest way to start the conversation was complaining about the syllabus, the professor, the long distance between buildings on campus. That's so true. That is literally the only way I was able to communicate. I was like, oh my gosh, doesn't this thing suck? Yeah. You used to be good at making friends. You're not sure what happened. You kept snatching glances. That can't be right. Okay. You keep snatching glances at her while you worked. Not to sound fake deep, but ever since you were a teenager, you've only been attracted to people you were intellectually stimulated by. You hate hearing how that even sounds even in your own brain. Like you're one of those sapiosexual dudes, but it's true. Celebrities, sure, you can be attracted to them for their looks or charisma, but in real life it's always been difficult to connect unless they were interesting. Maybe that's not weird. Maybe it's normal. You don't have much basis for comparison. Yolanda isn't your type, but that's because you don't have a type. You have a list of attributes you pick and choose from to form a perfect human, like a Build-A-Bear workshop, but with someone you wanted to date. You mean in a way that doesn't sound like a supervillain, though. The point is, you wouldn't be attracted to Yolanda if you hadn't heard her poem. But you did, so now you are, and now that that door is open, you're catching glimpses of her other good qualities. You hope she didn't see you looking at her ass. She's way out of your league. You with your Instagram cooking show and your unplucked eyebrows, your baggy overalls and unstyled hair. She owns a salon. You're surprised she let you hang around for this long. Which is why when the two of you finish up and she asks if you want to come over to her place, it knocks you out. No problem, not. I just know you mentioned you wanted to charge your phone. And I live basically upstairs. Right. She's being polite. Makes sense. Well, you don't need a home to be a reason. You don't need to be home at a reasonable hour. Tomorrow's the weekend, and you work at home for yourself, which means it's always the weekend, but more depressing. I don't really want to date her though. I'll just say yes. You shrug. Sure, why not? Yolanda's apartment is nice and looks about the way you expected it to. You check out the small stack of books on the side table while Yolanda goes into her room to grab her phone charger. It's all poetry books. Alice Walker, yes, Alice Walker. June Jordan, Jupiter Hammond. Maya Angelou, yep, of course, is the only one with a name you recognize, though you haven't actually read anything by her. She was just in the water through a lot of undergrad. Yolanda comes back in with a charger and a little baggie. You smoke? Not really, yeah. I used to, but I'm not actually that good at it. I suck at inhaling. It also makes you paranoid, but you don't really want to talk about that. I got edibles, actually. I don't smoke much either. Or at least I try not to. Okay. You say it before you can talk yourself out of it. Honestly, the paranoia usually isn't that bad. It's not like you're gonna do much damage here. Usually when you get paranoid, half of it comes from doom scrolling. We're gonna eat half. You eat the gummies she offers you and sits down on the couch. It's a way nicer couch than yours, and you doubt anyone has spent all day on it lying around sweatedly. Yep, I was about to say, that's you. You're in the game. In case I put this in the video, Josie said real, I get anxiety when I smoke now. Yolanda puts on some music, something cool and trippy that you're neither cool nor trippy enough to recognize. She sits down next to you and notices you looking at her stack of books. I promise you I read them. They're not just there to make me look smart. We gotta exit out this one. Let me tell you what my roommate said. She had a bunch of these books about being a better white ally. And she looks at me and she says, yeah, I don't actually read them. I just think it's good to have. Let's continue. Because no, let's not continue. Because a bunch of y'all are liars. The ones with the books about allyships, y'all are liars. I want y'all to repeat 5 things you learned from those books, because I guarantee you they won't be able to, because most of them are lying. They just want to have it to seem like they're actually putting effort, but they're not. They never are. I shouldn't say never. Some of them do. But they got that basic, what is it called? I forgot what the book's called. It's the one on every like fake white allies shelf. And a lot of people are saying you need to buy something different. Something else. But anyways, my stomach growled. I hope. Okay, I'm sad. I'm listening. What? She didn't read them? No. She looked at me and said, no, I don't read them. And I could tell you other things she said, but we're not gonna go on that route. Let's get to this visual novel, dating simulator, whatever this is. Where did I go? PC gaming. Let me try. Okay. I promise you I read them. They're not just there to make me look smart. I mean, you do. Huh? Look smart. I mean. My stomach is growling so much, I hope y'all can't hear it through this mic. Because I did eat earlier, but I can't eat most of it because there was these really hot things in it. And I started eating them and it started, I don't know, it felt like it was hitting a nerve when I tried to eat it. So I just ate half of it and then threw the rest away. which, you know, not the best thing to do, but I tried. I tried to eat it. I don't even know how we got to this topic. Let me get back to this game. Yolanda laughs. Oh, thanks. So, do you? Hey, thanks. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, the nicest thing anyone has said to me today. Yolanda snorts and opens a can of LaCroix. Oh, do you want one? Just, people make fun of me for drinking it, so I always forget to offer. Yeah, because it tastes like sparkling water, and someone did this real quick with an orange. Just, oop, that's enough flavor. Yeah. If you drink that, I don't believe that you actually like it. I think you do it for the brand, because there's no way y'all like those drinks. Truthfully. I'm sorry to be a hater, but dang. I just remembered I don't know who bought it, my mom or my sister bought a 12-pack, and it was just disgusting. And I felt so offended that I even had to experience it. Anyways, I'm getting so distracted. It's just this vocal workout is hard. I'm good. I think LaCroix takes like a vague suggestion, but you do you. Thank you, Anaya. Yeah, me and Anaya. Let me repeat this line so y'all can hear it. I'm good. I think LaCroix tastes like a vague suggestion, but you do you. See, everyone is so mean. Yolanda would drink LaCroix. She just seems... I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say the actual thing. Yolanda would drink LaCroix. She really just seems like the type. It fits her perfectly, whatever that type is. You're not actually sure. You wonder vaguely if you are her type, but then you reason that it doesn't actually matter, but like, of course you're not. You don't really think you're anyone's type. But of course, it doesn't matter because you don't care. That's not why you're here. You've just been staring at her like an idiot. You good? Yeah, I was just thinking, it's actually super easy to make infused seltzer. Like, agua fresca? Like, just sparkling water and fruit? It tastes way better than the stuff you get in cans. Not that there's anything wrong with getting stuff in cans. I should do a show on agua fresca now that I'm thinking about it. A show? Oh, I have an Instagram channel where I do cooking lives. Stuff like that. You pull out your phone and bring up your page. You've got a ton of comments that Alex hasn't managed to go through yet. And a couple theme M's. People trying to correct your technique, calling you a jerk, or offering you bad promotional deals. Ooh! She takes your phone and flicks through your gallery. Oh my gosh, you're that Anaya. Alex has talked about you before. He works for you, doesn't he? Kind of, yeah. He just moderates for me. I'm not like his boss or anything. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. I guess I just think of you as Naya, because, you know, Naya's noms. Yeah! The name is stupid. It was just a joke. I didn't expect it to turn into a whole brand. I think it's cute. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. Yolanda tips her head to the side looking at you. You don't like being cute? You shrug. I mean, baby chickens are cute. Little dogs with bows in their hair are cute. 6-foot-tall Pakistani girls are not cute. Sorry, I wasn't trying to, like, fish for compliments or anything. That just came out way too honest there. No, it's okay. Sorry if I said something to upset you. No, you didn't. It's just... I don't know. I've had a weird day. Yolanda tips her head to the side to show that she's listening. I mean, it's actually not been a weird day. It's been a totally normal day. I was just stressed out at work, and I went and hung out with a friend at a social event. That's a normal thing to do, but it's kind of unusual for me. I don't get out much, and I definitely don't go to poetry readings. 'Cause they're corny. You wince. Apologize. Sorry about that. I definitely did not mean to yell it across the whole room. To your extreme relief, Yolanda's smiling. It's cool, I'm just teasing. I know poetry isn't everybody's thing, and it's true a lot of amateur stuff is really freaking bad. I worry that my stuff is bad all the time. What? Are you kidding? You're fantastic. I mean, I know I just said that I don't know anything about poetry, but even I can tell that. Right. I know that I'm good, but also I worry that I just think I am. Like, am I actually just like the girl with the bird banger boyfriend? I think I'm being real deep, but actually I'm just boring everyone with my terrible emotions. I understand that. I guess my job never really has me asking that. Because obviously there's people willing to sub and donate, so I know people like my stuff. But then that becomes a whole way I have to tell if I'm doing good, right? Like, if the subs go down, I think, well, I'm not as good as I used to be. If that makes sense. It makes sense. Blah, blah, blah. Gig economy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Vaughn's hands between the two of you on the couch without meaning to you inch closer. Wow, okay. This hadn't been the plan, but whatever. Also, without realizing what you're doing, you start tracing your fingers across the back of her hand, appreciating how slender her fingers look beneath yours. Yolanda. Anaya. Y'all are cute. I'll admit it. Even though you still look like my sister. I can admit y'all seem like a cute couple. I just wish it didn't use words like you. Wow, you're more stoned than you thought you were. See, this is why you don't mess with edibles. It always feels like nothing, and then you could communicate with the squirrels that live behind your house. Oh! I'll let y'all, matter of fact, I'll let y'all get the full picture of it. Come on now. There y'all go. Okay. You kiss her before you can think better of it. She makes a brief noise of surprise before her mouth opens against yours, and she leans into you a little. As you could have predicted, her mouth does not taste like anything, because neither does LaCroix. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Ah, I have hair in my mouth. She makes a little sigh, like capitulation? Never heard that word before. Like a shrug, and climbs into your lap. Her hands rest on your shoulders almost politely. You try to remember why you started to kiss her. Why you even pushed the car down this freaking hill when you have no idea where it's gonna go. Not that you don't know what you're doing. You've hooked up with girls before. Trust. But you can see this trajectory as plain as day. You'll kiss some, maybe mess around, and then what? It'll be awkward. Oh, you're gonna mess it up. Perfectly good friendship. You've gone and ruined it by starting down a road you're not prepared to drive down. Why do you always do this? Why can't you just have casual sex like a normal person? You push Yolanda to the side, roughly juggling her off your lap. What the hell? You don't have an answer for her because... Ooh! Ooh! That's my mom. Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh. Why would she do that? She knows I'm streaming. I hope I don't get copyrighted. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that ringtone. Because I'm definitely had to turn that off. And she's not texting me back. So you had nothing to say. Okay. You don't have an answer for her because you don't have an answer for yourself. You thought you could get through tonight without making a total tool of yourself. But apparently even that is beyond you. You can't even make a friend anymore. Grabbing your phone, you manage to rip the charger out of the wall and fling it halfway across the wall? I'm sorry, I have to go. I shouldn't have. Just sorry. You leave the way you came. You leave the way you came. Everything goes streaky blurred as you take the steps 2 at a time, fumbling open a rideshare app. You're crying and you don't know why. This isn't even the first time you've done something like this before. Run off like someone did something really awful to you when the only awful thing that happened were the possibilities in your head. Out on the street, you wait for Yolanda to come after you. Not that you want her to. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you desperately want her to chase you down and ask what's wrong and hold you while you cry like this is a movie. She doesn't. You're so stupid. That was so dramatic. You're an idiot. I got the bad ending? What did I do? How did I mess up? My bad. I didn't even want to date you in the first place. Well, I can't date literally anyone else. Okay. We're gonna... Okay, so... Oh, we got a new person. Okay. We might go to Malik. I believe... Oh, let's read this new person's thing. Like, should I have taken the whole edible? I don't know how these things work. Okay. Emahari Abdi. I hope I'm saying that right. South African. Qatari. I've actually never heard of that before. Oh, actually I have. I heard the country. You just have to add an I. That's wild. Anyways. People love drama in the workplace until it involves them. Lesbians born after 1994 can't cook. All they do is eat ramen, buy 7 wedding rings, eat hot chip, and cry. Okay. We read the new persons, so now I'm gonna go. And we're gonna be Malik. And we're gonna finish the ending. And try to get a good ending this time. Let's try and do that. And we'll see where it goes. Meeting Malik. Written by Danny Lalanders. Alcohol. Thursday evening closings are always the best because you know you never have to work the next day. You are set your own schedule being the manager of this fine establishment. Your boss always complimented you on how well you ran this place while keeping it somewhat clean. You don't value your job and you do the bare minimum to get by. But you somehow bull stuff enough to the point where people can't tell you that you're bull stuffing. That is a major win for you. You double check that everything's clean up before locking up for the night. Without the weak light of the exit sign, it will be pitch black out front. It's giving strobe lights. It's not like you need it anyway. You know this place like the back of your hand. Navigating through the darkness to the back entrance with your bag slung over your shoulder, you slam the door shut before making your way to the car. The parking lot lights illuminate the path towards your car, the lone car in the empty parking lot of the Popeye side. You glance over and see a few cars scattered near the bar. Your feet stop as you ponder grabbing a drink before you head up. Driving under the fluence is probably not the best idea. You've already got a bottle at Benny's. You already got a bottle of Benny at home with your name on it. You do have tomorrow off, so you think you can drink on a weeknight without feeling too much guilt. Besides, you haven't had a chance to work on music all week, and a bit of sipping while doing so won't hurt anyone. You keep it moving. Your phone, you dig out of your pocket to see who thinks they can text you this late. It can't be the group chat because you always have that muted. No disrespect to the homies, but your phone is too busted to handle all of those notifications. You do manage to check it every few hours, even while at work though. It's Alice, baby mama number 2, texting you. You really want to do nothing more than put your phone on Do Not Disturb and head to your car, but she knows where you live, work, and hang out with your homies, so you decide it's better to just hear her out. I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That reminded me. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because I'm about to get a copyright strike for my ringtone. But I don't like regular ringtones. That's so annoying to me, hearing that. Just What was that other ringtone? I can't remember what it was called. That everyone used to have. Like, I want to be creative. My mom is a Rickroll. I shouldn't say people's names. I was about to say someone's names, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be saying people's names. Anyways. Oh! And we're not dating her? Hey, mind watching Rhea tomorrow? I got a concert tomorrow evening. We have a kid? Alice Brown, rapper, Malik's ex-girlfriend and mother of Rita Patterson. You sigh, scratching the back of your neck as you think of a response that won't get you in trouble. You two just made up not too long ago. The last thing you need is a passive-aggressive Alice. You already lost a few followers from the last bitter fight you two had. You ultimately decide to wait a bit. She's the type to go back on her word if you don't respond. You finally make it to your car, struggling to get the key in the keyhole to unlock it. Oh. Dang it. Is it jammed? No way. Every time you just want to get into your ride and head home, it's always got to pull some stuff like... Never mind. You just have to twist it just right to get it in. Car's old, and you could afford to get a new one, but there was something special about Gina. Something nostalgic. Almost like magic. She was your first purchase without the help of your parents. Let me tell you, my car is being ran to the ground before I get a new one. I don't care what it looks like. I'm gonna give it 20 years at least. I don't care if I have enough money to buy 5 cars. I'm gonna have that same car for a minute. You'll get one before the winter hits because you're unsure if this one can last another round of snow and the stuff that Mother Nature likes to throw at Jersey. You start your car waiting for it to warm up as you pull out your phone and to no surprise, Alice has sent a few more texts. I know you saw that. Malik, please, please, I just need this one, please. I'll pick her up on Sunday. I work on Saturday. Take her to your mom's house. She must really need this. It's not like your mom would say no, but honestly, you need to spend more time with Rhea. You did promise you would take her out to see some new princess movie she's been going on about. Fine. But if you subtweet me again, we're gonna have issues. I promise. Can you pick her up tonight? I gotta get in the zone. My homie told me some label people are coming to the show and I gotta get on my stuff. You sigh, dropping your phone into your lap and grabbing the aux cord. It only takes a moment to adjust a few settings and pull up the BoundCloud app. You don't realize how exhausted you are until you finally sit down. Your head rolls back to rest on the space behind you as you think it over. You're always gonna say yes, because you can never say no to Alice. After all, she's the woman you consider your first love, and Rhea, the daughter you always wanted, but Alice had different plans. She didn't want to be a mother after Rhea was born and her rap career started picking up. And you grew jealous and began fighting with her over the smallest things. Ever since then, your relationship has been on a melting iceberg, and one of these days it is going to dissolve, leaving you both drowning. Rhea wasn't your first child, but she was the first one you felt a connection to. You know that's messed up to admit, but it really is the truth. Maybe because she was a product of everything you always wanted. A child to a woman you love, and even though she was an accident, you still cherish her like she was meant to be here. Or, at least you tried to. You're focused on other things, making music that'll bring you money and fame so you can give her the life she deserves, so you can give your mother a second chance at life on her own without the stuff of your father. But Alice had the same dreams. She wanted fame and she deserved it too. She could wrap circles around the majority of BoundCloud rappers and deserved every hit she got. And she loved Rhea. You can never call her a bad mother. But she was obviously focused on career more than her child. And you realize that both of you can't focus on your careers and a child, so you took the backseat for her while she built herself up. Yeah, sure, I'll be there in 10. Thanks, I'll make it up to you, I promise. Oh? Don't get your hopes up too high. Dang. She replies, but you don't bother looking. Knowing her, it was probably a witty remark or a bunch of emojis. The thought of it makes you smile, sitting up straight as you pull off in the direction of her apartment. You make sure to clean your back seat before you make your way up to the front of her door. You used to have a key, but she took it from you the last time you got into it, and you never bothered to ask for it back. Instead, you throw her a quick text and lean against the railing as you wait. Rhea Patterson, preschool student, Malik's daughter. Oh my gosh, she's adorable! Ah! Every time I'm like, forget kids, bro. Can't mess with them. They're just sick all the time, trying to get you sick. But then you just see this cute little thing. And you're like, oh my gosh. Never enough to make me want a kid. But you know, you can appreciate the cuteness. She opens the door. Rhea is sound asleep against her shoulder. You know Rhea's about to grow out her booster seat anyway, but you're gentle as you take her from Alice and place her in it. You take a moment to make sure she is situated and still asleep before locking the door and making your way back up the steps. Alice is staring at you with admiration written all over her face. For a moment, you feel like you're 20 again, taking her out on your first date. She used to get so excited whenever you pulled up in her parents' house, bouncing out with a new CD in her hand, tumbling into your car, and kissing you like she hasn't seen you in years. That was back when you two were young and dumb, not worrying the world. Well, besides your mother not liking her, but that's a memory you'd rather not think of. Someone's happy to see me. She doesn't speak, probably spacing out again. You reach for the overnight bag in her hand, sling it over your shoulder with a quick glance towards your car to make sure Rhea is still sound asleep. You nervous? Yeah. She hugs you, and you have to adjust the bag over your shoulder to return the embrace. Your eyes close as you allow yourself to enjoy this. Despite it being a few years since you two broke up, you still have love for her. Every woman you tried to find her in, but couldn't succeed. You're the one to pull away, even then her arms still cling around you, and you have to force yourself to set the bag down to properly hug her, pressing a kiss to her forehead. What if this is the one? What if this is my big break? Then it's your big break. You always wanted this, haven't you? Yeah, but is the game glitching or is it meaning to do double art? Anyways, yeah, but you feel her chest heave against your own, your hand moving to rub at her back. But what about her? It's not like you can take care of her by yourself. Let me start that sentence over. But what about her? It's not like you can take care of her all by yourself. She's right, but still hurts to hear. You both know you aren't fit to be a father. Much less the father of two. And she knew you and your other baby mama Tara wasn't on good terms either. I'm stumbling so hard with these words. You pull away, turning your attention towards the car as you speak. You know, becoming famous doesn't absolve you from being a mother. You can't use my own words against me, Malik. I told you the same thing when I found out I was pregnant. She did. And ever since, you've been taking life a little bit more seriously. Making sure you have enough money to take care of yourself and your two kids in case anything happens. Music was just a side hustle that you hope would make you successful one day. And if it did, well, you would still be a father too, even with a successful music career. Alright, I should go. So soon? You don't want to sit and talk like old times? It's late. The one thing you hate about Alice is how quick she is to turn on you. One moment she wants you to hold her for hours just like things never changed, and next she never wants to see you again and has blocked you on all social media. And despite one's down steps, listening to the distant car horns and light chatter from the neighbors, it's nearly midnight and you should probably get some sleep yourself. Call me after the show or whatever. Yeah, I will. Is she playing to ditch us? Why did it pause? Why did she pause like that? She looks upset, but you can't really do anything about it. Well, you can, but you just don't want to. It may be selfish of you, but you have things of your own you want to do, and you're unsure of how much time you have left before your body shuts down on you. You give her forehead one last kiss before picking up the bag and slinging it over your shoulder. Once you reach the bottom of the steps, you look back to her, still standing there, leaning against the doorway as she looks at you. Her usual smile, the smile you fell in love with all those years ago, is gone. You feel guilty, but not guilty enough to do anything about it. You toss Ria's bag beside her before getting the driver's seat, shooting her one last glance before driving off. The ride home is short, but it gives you some time to think. A stoplight switches to red. You stop and glance back at your sleeping daughter in your rearview mirror. A piece of hair falls over her face and you reach back to sweep it out of the way. Your life is in your control, yet you continue to make bad and selfish decisions. How long before that catches up to you? Aww. Is this art gonna disappear, or do I have time? Okay, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch so y'all can see it without me in the way. Aw, look at that. That's so cute. That's so cute. That could make a good thumbnail, but I'm probably not going to. I gotta do this again. Why with her specifically? Ah! I don't want to keep repeating that. Like, my sister is definitely different, but it's the fact that it feels like she looks like my sister. It's creeping me out. Come on, let's go on this date. Wonder where we're gonna take her out on a date. Girl at the poetry slam. Drugs, misogyny, conspiracy theories, content warnings. I'm sorry, I wish I could actually have taken myself off the screen in time, but it really didn't give me room to do it, so I'm sorry. In the past few months, you have gotten a better understanding of how life has been treating you. The mothers of your children have left you alone for the most part, at least since you started taking your kids to school and picked them up whenever they asked. You made an effort to get closer with your kids outside the basic childish stuff you found yourself indulging in. Side note, why does your daughter look like Peppa Pig so much? Not look like. I was about to say, that's so messed up. Look like Peppa Pig? Let's run that sentence back. Side note, why does your daughter like Peppa Pig so much? Why does any kid like Peppa Pig? Something about those eyes haunt you and you find yourself looking away whenever she puts it on. Same. But the one thing you still find troubling is the trajectory of your rap career. You have a decent following on SoundCloud and people are still talking about your music locally. Maybe because you have sort of shifted from serious rap to comedy rap, doing stuff to appeal to the big box. Oh, that one got me. Maybe because you have sort of shifted from serious rap to comedy rap, doing stuff to appeal to the big box crowd you're begrudgingly accepted. Who knew it would be so easy to get teens to do terrible, god awful dances to your music? I had to add the words that he didn't really describe it, so I had to add on for him. Rapping off beat on a terrible beat appears to be the pinnacle of music these days, and as much as you hate to admit it, it's giving you a lot more attention than the things you put your heart and soul into. I understand that. I understand that so hard. With this stuff, it takes you maybe an hour top to create a terrible beat with some samples, and the rapping just comes naturally. Maybe you are just meant for comedy rap. You ignore that feeling of failure for the time being. You have things to do and a backpack full of CDs slung over your shoulder. One of the homies told you about this place on the Upper East Side of the city. Not too far from your place, but you still took the trip and drove instead of calling a rideshare. Who knows what kind of woman you can pull at an open mic. Women gravitate towards you and typically stay for a couple of weeks until they realize how inconsistent you are when it comes to maintaining relationships. Or until one of your baby mamas, probably Tara, finds out you're talking to another woman and tries to sabotage you because she's an evil woman who only wants to see a black man lose. This is where the misogynoir arc comes in. Oh, that's wild. I'm playing a literal villain right now. Maybe if you had gotten a Ghanaian woman pregnant, your mother wouldn't see you as such a disappointment. Your siblings wouldn't make fun of you every chance they get. You've dealt with enough favoritism growing up with how much lighter your skin is compared to your siblings. Being the only one to get the light-skinned gene from your great-grandfather on your mom's side. Your parents expected so much from you, but you've done nothing but disappoint. A light-skinned disappointment. Oh my god. This game is wild. They knew who their audience is. Yet, Alice was different. She never saw your flaws. She was your first love, the woman you wished your mother approved of. They never got along. You know Alice since you were in high school, but didn't actually start talking to her until you both graduated. Becoming local rappers brought you both closer, and soon you fell in love with her. But the love never felt mutual, no matter how much she tried to convince you that it was. You knew her love wasn't for people, but for her craft. And showed more when you got her pregnant and she didn't seem to care about the child you both had. You can't think about that right now. You're already an hour late to this open mic, and if you sit in your car any longer, someone might call the cops. You enter the salon? Yeah, this is a hair salon, but instead the usual chairs and mirrors, it's rows and rows of folded chairs. The ceiling is littered with spotlights. Bright red neon lights shaped like roses hug the wall. You'll come here with your daughter one day, or you should at least. She's been asking for braids for a while. You find yourself lingering at the doorway, not wanting to disturb the person on stage reciting a slam poetry, and not a very good one, in your attempt to find a seat. I heard slamming, but I'll keep it pushing. So you wait, listening for a moment before realizing you ultimately are not that interested. The bag on your shoulder is slipping. You move your shoulder to adjust it. You scan the area in front of you, and just from behind you, you can already tell you've run into a few familiar faces in here. People you want to talk to? Heck no. But you know they might try to talk to you if you try to perform, even though you may be a little late for that. Hey, who knows what will happen? You don't realize how long you were lingering near the door until you hear the soft voice of someone speaking right above a whisper. You nearly jump, not expecting anyone to pay much attention to you. You look down the direction the voice came from. Dang. Hey! You look new here. You want to perform, or are you just checking out the scene? She caught you by surprise, and you find yourself staring a little more than you would like to admit. Starstruck or hard eyes, you really can't decide what emotion you want to portray, or you think you're portraying. What the entire heck is wrong with you? The man who can sling any hoe he wants is suddenly starstruck in front of a woman? A really beautiful woman. Dang it. Oh no. I mean, maybe. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. My homie told me to come here and check out the scene, get my clout up, and pass out some tapes. You a rapper? Kinda, I mean, yeah, I am. Malik. Malik the Goots? Been popping on Big Bok lately. Hey, rapper, right. Yeah, that's why you're here, to pass out some tapes and get your clout up. Get some people to follow you on Big Bok, maybe BoundCloud too. Here, take a tape. You reach into your bag, offering her a tape. One of your nicer ones, a sleek case with your name and number, even a heart near the end of it. This one is always saved for the ladies. The look she gave you is typical. You're the only one in the city actively handing out mixtapes, and the majority of people don't even have a working CD player in their cars anymore. You've always considered switching to primarily digital media. But the concept of being unique is what appealed to you. You always stood out, no matter what. And until you find another way to be unique, you'll keep this going. Got a name? Yolanda. You sure giving out CDs is the best form of advertising? You know most people don't even have a CD player anymore. What about BoundCloud? I've been thinking about it. Something about keeping it physical makes it more authentic, you know? What if the white man decides to close the internet and everything we kept on it is gone? At least I still got my music in physical form. You read your fair share of theories about how the internet is controlled by a select few companies who can decide to shut it down whenever they want to, and the thought of that is daunting at times. Losing all your progress, your fans, and haters, it's scary enough to keep you awake at night. Fine, I'll take you up on that. But you can't go around blaming the white man for everything. Are you one of those white people aren't that bad types? You watch as she ponders the question. You're almost tempted to walk away from this entirely, but then you remember she offered to let you perform, and it's probably one of the people in charge here. With the way people talk in the city, you rather not have your reputation ruined over this. What? No, I mean, not really. A lot of them are cool. Oh. Redo that sentence. A lot of them come here and are pretty cool, but I'm always wary, you know? You know, that's fair. Always wary, always cautious. Yep. That's more my vibe. Not on purpose vibe, but that's just how it is. She's one of those. Fine, you can't get mad that she doesn't follow your philosophy. Not many people have the IQ to understand it. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you think everything's going great, and then, bam! The racist. Yeah. They can't take you home because their parents don't like us. I'm sorry that's happened to you. That's really bad. I've had my fair share of my Korean grandmother being like that until I had to remind her that, hey, I'm black. You let out a small laugh at that, reaching a hand up to rub at the back of your neck. You have a little more in common with this woman than you thought you would. Still, treading carefully with the words you say. You can't give her all of you yet. My mom's the same way. Always wanted me to bring home some Ghanaian woman. She still hates my baby mamas, but treats my kids like her own. They're with her right now. I'm not Ghanaian, but I am French and Korean. The colonizer and the colonized. Why would I go, So, Why would you say that? I don't even want to be associated with that. What is being said? Hold on. So maybe I should have just said because you're tripping right now, sir. Let's continue. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can I can PG this. So if I screw you, will you be considered colonizer? Yeah, I got nothing. Not that I have a problem with that, as long as the homies don't know. It ain't like screwing a white girl again. That was a one-time thing. Just once, and you were still young when you did it. You should have realized she was fetishizing you when she bragged about how good you were on social media. I I gotta do another story time. My college had a confession page, and someone confessed. Even though I feel like the person posting it, because there was a person behind the confessions, so like they're the ones who posted it. I was like, you could have not posted that one. I'm just saying, but they said mixed men are the best. Hard eyes. What? It's like, you felt good saying that, huh? That doesn't seem fetishizing at all, or that was a compliment? That was a compliment. Didn't seem weird at all. Okay. Story time over. Like, oh my gosh, sir, get it together. Please get it together. I was wondering why people were so shocked. I just remember when people play this game, they're like, oh my gosh. And I didn't remember why. But this man right here, he's different from Anaya. Like, your dick game is bomb, but come on now. Keep down the down low. I don't mess with men who aren't creatives. But you did pass me a tape, and wait, is she considering messing with you too? Maybe after I give it a listen. You would give yourself a point for that one, but you have been trying to tone down the misogyny lately. You haven't. Sir, I'm telling you right now, you haven't. Got a CD player in here? We can always go to my car and pop it in. Ditch this joint. I'm not ditching anything, but I will head out to listen to this tape. Just 2 songs. Other people still have to perform, Okay. Maybe you should bring out the scoreboard for this one. You always like to log your accomplishments, and so far you have 2. Malik 1, Yolanda 0. You lead her in the direction of your car after passing out a few tapes to people in the back row. She didn't comment anything on it, so she's probably seen it before. Your car is cleanish. You keep stuff off the floor, but you are a father of 2 young kids, and with that comes spills, pours, and the occasional food stain. But you never know who you might pull. Your mother always told you women didn't like a messy man. You use your remote to unlock the door. Thank God it worked this time, walking a few steps ahead to open the door for her. Welcome to Casa de Malik. You live in your car? Wait, no. You feel yourself flushing up. This is stupid. You never let women see this part of you until you hit the bedroom. What is it about this woman who allows you to be so vulnerable despite just meeting her? Alright, just gain point for that. Malik 1, Yolanda 1. Is she a witch? You heard those were real. Your African mother always told you to stay away from them. You ignore the voice in your head as you put it in your tapes, skipping to one of your more popular songs. So, what do you think? Don't sugarcoat anything for me. You look like a child about to receive some ice cream as you turn to look at her. She doesn't seem... Oh. Oh, that's wild. Oh, I need to... This is gonna be... I need to be able to screenshot this. Let me screenshot this real quick. Hold on. I'm glad she was honest. I was like, isn't the popular songs you said were popular on TikTok and you didn't put your heart and soul into it, and that is cheap. Yeah. Yeah, it's no wonder that yeah, it's no wonder. Yeah. I can't even finish that sentence. That's so embarrassing. You bragging about your CDs, passing it out to people, and someone says it's bad. They didn't even lie to you. Yeah, we're not making out this car. I'm not gonna make out this car. I'll tell you that much. I'll ask you to leave, and we're driving into a tree. Ouch. You've heard a lot of negative thoughts about your music, but it felt like she just got your ass after that one. She probably hears a lot of music from the performers and you didn't live up to her high standards. But not everyone can be a lover. You shrug it off as you look towards the car parked in front of yours. You take a deep breath. Swallow that pride, Malik. Nobody wants to see that. Fine. Fair. Not everyone has to like my style. It isn't about your style. I know what you're going for. It's just... you need to find the beat to match. I've heard a lot of rappers. I'm in here every Friday. I have to get back. You're not given the chance to reply before she's leaving your car and walking back towards the shop. You jog to meet up with her, stepping ahead of her to open the door. You're smooth with it as you lean down to whisper in her ear, the nervousness of earlier dispersing in the evening sky. Now your confidence is in Now your confidence is in full light skin mode. Hey, you gotta use it to your advantage sometimes. I'm not done with you. Okay. Boo, that was awful. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Boo, throwing tomatoes. To be fair, it's been a couple months since you tried to spit game. You've been focusing on being a somewhat better father. Dating with 2 kids is not ideal. She looks flustered. You have to give yourself a point for that dub. Malik 2, Yolanda 1. Well, now you really can't leave. You already hooked her in. Might as well keep reeling. You take a seat in the back and pull out your phone, scrolling social media to pass the time until this thing is over. You watch her from the corner of your eye. She seems to run this place and she smiles a lot. Huh. You avoid thinking about it. You definitely didn't spend the entire past hour thinking about why you liked her smile so much. Absolutely not. That's lame. The lights come back on and everyone leaves, slowly but surely. You don't pay attention to them. You got other plans in mind. Malik Patterson will get late tonight. She looks. At peace as she clears the set. You decide to be the gentleman and help her out, reaching down to pick up the mic stand she was holding from the ground. Let me help you with that. She looks surprised when you help her, but you don't pay it any mind. It's all part of the charm. You pick up a few more mic stands, placing them where the others are grouped near the back. Sorry, just had to get that yawn out. Gonna cut this out the video. Let me get some water. Okay. She looks surprised when you help her, but you don't pay it any mind. It's all part of the charm. You pick up a few more mic stands, placing them where the others are grouped near the back. You know, you don't have to do this. You could have left when everyone else left. I can't be a good guy? Wow, what a world we live in. Yeah, that gets a laugh out of you. Being an unironic incel isn't that funny. I didn't choose that. That was all him. Bro, you're making me look bad in this gameplay. Yeah, that gets a laugh out of you. Being an unironic incel isn't that funny. She even rolls her eyes at you. Ouch. You bring your hand up to your chest, feigning offense. Fine. Can you put this by the other mics in the corner? Sure thing, princess. Okay, maybe you didn't have to say princess, but it got her too worked up again. And honestly, that's another point for you. Malik 3, Yolanda 1. You take your time as you try to properly organize the mic stands. You're trying to make a good impression, or that might just be the perfectionist in you. You really can't tell at this point. You know you don't have to. I know, I just wanted to make a good first impression. You didn't have to say that, but you guess you made up your mind up. First impression, you like what you saw today? You let out a laugh, abandoning your task before striding towards her. You get a bit closer than a stranger would be, leaning your hand against the beam behind her as you look down at her with a smirk. It's time. Your favorite part of flirting, the parades. I like it more if you listen to more of my music. Nah, I like what I'm seeing right now. I like what I'm seeing right now. Was that too much? It felt like too much. Well, was it? You used it before, but there's no way she could have known that. Could she? Bro, don't act like I haven't heard that one 1,000 times. You're gonna have to do better if you want anything to do with me. But I feel like it would be disrespectful to be like, hey, listen to more of my trash songs. Like, I would actually walk out of my own business, house, all of it. Ouch. For a woman this calm, she's feisty. You like that in a woman, someone who can talk back. Too many women allow you to get away with your stuff instead of calling you out, and that's boring. You like creating chaos when you know you're gonna get punished for it. Punished probably isn't the right word to use there. No, you might be a masochist. Fine. I tell everyone to go home. I'll clean this place myself. What? You think cleaning is gonna win me over? Man. You realize you don't actually want to do that. Okay. Let's backpedal a little. Oh, I was kidding. I wouldn't do that. Uh-huh. Unless you want me to. You need to stop talking. Quick, how do you get out of this? Wait, that's easy. Just look like you're joking. You smirk, and once you notice you're still standing over her, you take a step back to give her some room. Thank God you showered and brushed your teeth before this. If you really want some, you're gonna have to try a lot better than that. Alright. Yeah, you were not expecting that one at all. She really got you there. You didn't expect to have to try so hard tonight. Guess you have to bust out the big ones then. Shh. Fine. What do you want? Don't you have the rest of a mixtape to show me? Oh, so you do want to listen to more of my music. You perk up, but you can't show your excitement. It'll scare her away. You haven't had much luck being vulnerable with women. Wait. Didn't you say it was awful? Now is she trying to get in your drawers? Man, women these days are too confident. Not that you have anything against a confident woman, you just don't need a hard-on in public. Especially in front of a woman you just met. You wonder if she's into doming. Yeah, but I still have to listen to the whole thing. Yes! Yes! God! Yes! You won! You finally won! And there you were thinking this was gonna be a bust. Again, you calm yourself down. She can step away from this at any moment, and the thought of that is a little scary. Usually the women you mess with are wrapped around your finger, but she's acting like she couldn't care less. Honestly, it's hurting your ego, but you ignore it for the time being as you reach into your bag to grab your keys. Then let's go. You don't get close to her this time. You dangle your keys above her head instead, realizing she's not as short as you thought she was. You could just lean down and... So, how do you like it? Do you smoke? What? You're in love. You're literally in love. You haven't had a girl impress you like this in years. You're staring. You know you're staring, but... Okay, Malik, come on. You can't sit here with your mouth hanging open like a fish. You close it and grin instead, sitting back before you finish. Before you speak. That was a slip of the tongue, but maybe it wasn't. Come on, not all rappers smoke. I know, but you do. How do you know? She reaches in between your seats to pull out a honey bunch wrapper you probably forgot to throw out. Touché. You reach into your pocket to pull out a lighter. One of your specialty ones that you remove the safety off of. Feeling it with your hand, you glance at her from the corner of your eye, realizing how close she is with the blunt between her lips. Once again, that's another successful ending. Not ending. Screenshot, whatever. Y'all got it. Here, another screenshot for y'all. Bon appetit. Let's get back into the game. The light-skinned player in you comes out in full effect, almost like there's a full moon. You quickly remove the blunt from her lips, your free hand moving to cup to her cheek, tilting her chin slightly as you kiss her. There's no hesitation. If anything, it felt like desperation. She's returning the kiss like you two are in a long-term relationship, and she's just been reminded of the reasons why she loves you. It's like you're kissing Alice. There's no way I messed up again. There's no way I messed up with her again. Please don't do this to me. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please don't make me. It's a bad ending. Despite everything, despite it being nearly a year since you two have been intimate, you still yearn for her. You still search for Alice in every situationship. You ache for that intimacy, that passion, a love so grand it scatters your thoughts and leaves you reeling, speechless, breathless. The hand on your shoulder brings you back to reality. Okay, yeah, you're kissing Yolanda. Probably not a good idea to be thinking about your ex-girlfriend while making out with another woman. Your hands move to run along her sides before you realize she never gave you permission to touch her beyond kissing. You freeze, your hands sort of just hovering in the space between you two. You're the first to pull away. Look down at her with a smirk, slightly lighting the blunt before stealing it from her to take a hit. Just as you planned. If you only kiss me to get the first hit, that's a low blow, man. Low blow? That's called being smart. The white man's education doesn't teach you that. White man's education? You let out a laugh, exhaling smoke out of the window. She has been a little too critical of your ideologies for your liking. Most women don't even question it, but again, she isn't like most women. It's almost like something is wrong with her. Questioner. I'm gonna question. You know, this is the second time you brought up white people like you're trying to defend them. What? You're starting to convince me you're some white man supporter. It's kind of a turnoff. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Ah! Don't stop. I need a good ending before I end this. And to think, you've been trying your hardest not to make a fool of yourself in front of this woman. You're really starting to think this stuff isn't worth it. There's a long pause before you start laughing. She doesn't look very amused. She's quiet for a moment. You realize she's giving your car a once over. You quickly do the same, scanning the front seats for any trash you forgot to pick up. Having two preschoolers is hard. Kids are messy, and working pretty much a full-time job makes it hard to keep up with them sometimes. You got kids? There it is. Yeah. Rhea and Roman. Two different moms. As long as I don't post you on my socials, you'll be fine. Oh, you're just full of problems, huh? It hurts. It hurts so bad that you'll give her a point. Malik 3. Lana 2. She's right. You are full of problems. A lot of problems. Too many to write into your lyrics. You can never properly articulate them, and maybe that's why you never excelled in personal rap. Huh. You shrug, attempting to steer away from your approaching bad mood with a lighthearted joke. Not a problem if I act right. That's what my mom would say. So, you're a mama's boy. Oh, come on! No, my mom hates me. Both of my parents do. What? Oh. First of all, you're an idiot. Why would you say that? Women don't like when you're emotional. You've had women express how emotional weakness is such a turnoff, and you typically don't last long with them. You try not to talk too much about your personal life to anyone, so why was she different? You can get out of this. You always manage to find a way out of every bad situation you put yourself in. Isn't that big of a deal? Wait, she's showing interest? It's like she wants to know more about the messed up family life you have? Sure about that? You even gave her an out and she still kept pressing. You hope she isn't one of those healing therapist types you hear about on Bitter. Next thing you know, she's gonna pull out crystals and suddenly you'll get a nosebleed. You think it over, realizing how bad Cottonmouth is kicking your ass. You reach behind to grab one of Roman's bags, pulling out a few mini bottles of water for the two of you. Taking a swig of water, you realize your Cottonmouth might just be anxiety. You're not used to talking about yourself, or really about anything deep, with anyone. It's nothing more than surface-level conversations, something you've grown used to in the years of customer service interaction. Sometimes knowing too little about someone is for the best. It takes a moment for you to gather the courage to speak. You realize you've been staring out the window in front of you since the last time she spoke. Has it been seconds? Minutes? You take a deep breath before speaking. She did ask for this. I'm Ghanaian. Both my parents came here from Ghana in the 80s and started a new life. Dad even got a white-ass last name just to assimilate and follow the white man's rules. He met my mother and they fell in love, had a wedding, and yada yada yada. You know how this stuff goes. One of the things you completely resent your father for, the way he assimilated to American culture just to fit in, then did nothing with his life after. Now you're stuck with a white-ass last name and half the Ghanaians you don't even think... Now you're stuck with a white-ass last name and half of the Ghanaians you know don't even think you're one of them. I still think I'm an accident, but growing up my father always seemed to hate everything I did. I was really into art growing up, and one day my father got so fed up with my stuff that he banned me from drawing. Forced me to read books and focus on medical stuff. They wanted me to be a doctor despite my dad driving a cab for 30 years. My mother being a secretary at the mayor's office. Your mother tried to stop him. She believed in you until she couldn't fight him anymore. He was a demon in the house. You and your siblings all resent him to this day. I never went to medical school. I got my high school diploma and I decided that I didn't want to finish college. Because I thought that stuff was a waste of time. I wanted to be a ghostwriter for a long time before realizing that I should be the one with the fame. People should be looking at me instead of the lucky jerk spitting my raps. When you have two African parents who push academia on you for so long and you just don't go that route, they resent you. The day I told my mother I was dropping out of college, I just wanted to focus on music, she cursed my head and kicked me out. You realize you probably regret doing it, but that moment still traumatizes you to this day. You can't even go to your childhood home without reliving the moment over and over again. It's one of the many reasons you try to avoid getting your mom to babysit. Aww. There's a long pause before you speak again, mostly because you're trying to fight back the break in your voice. Long story short, I'm still doing this music stuff. It's going somewhere. My beats are doing better than my actual music, but for now, I work at Popeyes, waiting for my big break. Your big break feels like it's never gonna come. You waited for years to finally feel like your hard work is paying off, and now you're finally getting some flowers, but it's not enough. Dang. Oh, was she feeling bad for you? You don't want her pity. You don't want anyone's pity. You just want to be okay. Dang. I'm fine, Yolanda. Stuff happens. Sometimes you can't please everyone in your life, no matter how hard you try. Your parents, too. Despite everything, the one thing you learn in your 26 years is that you can't please the people you want to please the most. Let's we gotta screenshot that. I need to put that in my phone or something. Hold on. Let's hear that again. Despite everything, the one thing you learn in your 26 years is that you can't please the people you want to please the most. Let's get back to it. You remember back in the 6th grade when you came up with a report card full of A's and your father didn't even praise you. Instead, he yelled at you to go take out the trash. It hurt. You stopped putting that much effort into school after that. You realized it wouldn't matter no matter how smart you were. Besides, it was either not going to college or getting random girls pregnant. That curse was meant for my head. You laugh, a genuine laugh. You never believed in curses until your mom cursed you, and now you're suffering by her hands. No matter your connection to God or whatever higher being you believe in, you can't seem to lift it. Sometimes you believe the curse will be removed once you make things right with your mother, but... 2 girls pregnant. You have 2 baby mamas. Hold on, my dog's barking. You scoff, almost like she insulted you, which wasn't the case this time. That first one wasn't my fault. We used a condom. It didn't break either. I feel like she did some shady stuff and got herself pregnant. You realize how much you're grinding your teeth and decide that you don't really care enough to get angry over this. You take a deep breath, leaning back in your seat as you look out the window. Anyways, I'm done. It's not like I'm screwing at the moment. You didn't even realize how well you set yourself up to easily shoot your shot until you said it. You couldn't help but grin as you leaned over to speak quietly. I could be. I live upstairs. Oh, nice. Okay, we're in the house. Let's see if we can get a good ending. You didn't think she actually lived upstairs. It makes sense now that you're thinking about it for more than 2 seconds. She did look like she ran the joint, so she probably owns a salon downstairs too. You're impressed by her home, but why so many fish? Like, does there have to be 1,000 fish in this fish tank? What the... Fish aside, you take a look around the living room area. It's nice. It matches her aura, or whatever. Damn! You live like this? What? All the candles, it's like a bedroom and faceworks in here. A home that smells good is a welcoming one. You cock an eyebrow at her, crossing your arms over your chest as you give her that look. You smoke a lot, don't you? Mind your business. You laugh with her, walking towards the fish tank to get a closer look, even snapping a few pictures to show to your friends later. Why would someone need this many fish? Is she some serial killer that gets a new fish every time she kills someone? Are you about to be murdered? So, the only places still open are a pizza joint and this one bodega that delivers. What you want? Her voice brings you back to reality. You walk towards her to look at the menu in her hand before you remember the most important thing. Ask her to pay? Nah, you didn't give me a 50-50 option. You know what? I'll pay. Really? You know you don't have to. Nah, it's fine. I gotta be a gentleman. Goodbye, beesies. You'll get the new pair another time. You pull out your phone, looking over the menu with her before placing your order, and of course, your card gets declined. Sir, stop. I feel so embarrassed. And I'm not even actually you. You try again and still declined again. That doesn't make sense. You should have money in there. It isn't like you've been irresponsible with money lately. Besides, you just got pay raise and got off child support for both your kids since you promised to see them more often. You realize this is probably an issue with the bank and not your account, but this is embarrassing enough. This fine-ass woman just watched your card get declined twice while you were trying to be a gentleman. This is embarrassing. You bite back a swear as you set the menu down. That has actually happened to me. I have money in my bank account and the bank just was like, oh, no. Yeah, you ain't buying this today. Like, so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, these dogs are gonna bark all day. When my parents leave, they just bark constantly. This scene's almost over. Come on now. Oh, go back. You know I can pay. It ain't that big of a deal. There's no way you can let her pay for now. You would never let yourself live it down. Nah, actually, it's getting late. I should head home. I gotta take my kids to school in the morning anyways. But it really isn't a big deal, Malik, you know? It's fine. I'll see you around, Yolanda. No! Don't make this a bad ending, please. You grab your phone and keys as you head out, pausing at the door to turn back to look at her with a smirk on your face. Despite your embarrassment, you still have to leave this place with a bang. You close the door behind you, but instead of making your way towards your car, you kind of just linger in front of her door for a moment. You really made a fool of yourself, didn't you? Yeah. You can never come here again. You make your way towards your car and head back to your apartment. Thankfully, you don't have the kids with you for the night, giving you enough time to reflect in peace. What does that say at the bottom? Y'all are wild. What did I do wrong? Y'all need to get your insecurities together, because it isn't a me problem. It's a y'all problem. Yeah. Oh, but we got a new person. Okay. Move your position. Okay, this is what we're gonna prepare for next time. Isabel Morgan, theater teacher. She, her, Cuban, Chilean. Liked Spamilton before it was cool. No longer likes Spamilton. People be singing all the time and wonder why people... What? Please, girl, move! Next time I need to stay closer to this side. People be singing all the time, wonder why people call them birds. And this is volume 1, and I have I'm trying to quit game. Girl, bye. I'm about... Why won't let me... Okay, quit game. Dang. Okay, here's... Wait, I can unlock 29 stuff? Okay, I can get one other ending. And I'm guessing that's the happy ending. For Malik, I can get 3 other endings. So happier, I don't know. That's good. Okay, we're quitting game. What a journey, you guys! Yeah, I'm so glad it's over. My voice hurts. Can you hear how tired my voice is? I actually really enjoy that. The beginning part, it was kind of boring to me because I had to really get into it, but after a while, I was like, okay, we're there. And now I know to prepare my voice next time. I'm gonna get my steam inhaler, start breathing all that before I do this again. But it was just nice seeing not even just black people, like multiple cultures in one game and being able to date them and be them. And I can't even think of the last game that I've done that. Yeah, and this was made by a black dev, so props to them. I will be playing this again. Uh, it was just so nice. It was just so nice to see myself a little bit. And, date black people. Because I never done that. I think, no, that's not the first time I did that in a game. But hey, I have multiple options of black people. It wasn't one black person. That I can give props for. Except it was only one black person. Yolanda. So technically, anyways, that doesn't matter. It was fun. It was funny. It was relatable. And I love that in a visual novel dating simulator. I guess this is more of a visual novel rather than a dating simulator. And it's short too. Like it was like an hour each. Not even an hour, like 45 minutes each. So it's possible. Apparently, I only have volume 1 of Valid Dates. I guess I gotta get volume 2. I don't know when that happened, but hey, I enjoyed this game. It was really fun. Loved it. I will be playing this tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. We'll try. We're gonna get a good ending. Come on, y'all. Root for me. We got this. We're gonna get a better ending. And then I'll play Romantovania on Sunday. A quick little game. Because my parents are coming back on Sunday. So, tomorrow I'm probably gonna do it at my usual time. Nighttime, like 9 p.m. Eastern. And Sunday, maybe early morning. You probably won't even see a schedule live at that point. I'll just pop up and say, hey, we're playing this game. Because these schedules things really freak me out. I don't know. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this game. I really have to go. I'm supposed to go before it's dark outside. It's probably dark outside already. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Book. This is Loner Film Games, and you just watched a loner game. Bye!